everyone, and welcome to a new presentation. Today we are going to talk about blocks for teaching, which is another topic related to the previous one. If you recall, last class we were talking about how to use Google Drive for teaching. So today we are going to talk a little bit more about another way of keeping in touch with your student when you are not able to have physical touch or contact with them, and it's using blocks for teaching. The first thing that I'm going to do is presenting a definition of blocks, so that will give us an idea what I'm going to talk about in the next slides. So, a block is a discussion or informational site that you can publish some posts or discrete entries about a particular topic in chronological order. You can make a blog about your hobbies, or you can make a blog about your personal life, about religion, politics, anything you want. But what I'm going to explain to you is about using blog for teaching only. I go, by the way, this definition is taken from Wikipedia. There are many platforms out there in the internet that you can use for creating and posting your blog or hosting your blog. Some of them are listed here, and if you have access to this slide presentation by clicking at the bottom, you will have more platform or information where to create a blog. I'm going to use the number 4, which is the one that is given for free by Google, because once you open a free Gmail account, you will have access to this platform without enrolling or signing in anything else. So that's why I'm using this one for simplicity rather than more feature or less, because I know some other teachers they can use this one, number 1, which is more focused on teacher purposes. So, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about number 4. Again, you can use any one. It's the one that is more convenient for you, or you can select the one that you feel like is more, relate to the kind of topic that you are explaining to your student. Why using blogs for teaching? I understand that many of you already have a platform like a Joomla or any other platform for mounting or creating your own course, where you have chats, where you have all kind of features that will be standardized and formalized. But in the case of blogs, it's more like a personal things. You can post whatever you want. You want modify, delete entry, or doing anything by your own because you are the administrator of the blog. You can invite people, and there is one feature that I like the most. It's free, so any student, even if they are not enrolled in your course, like the past student who failed to pass the final exam, or a new student who wants to join your course, they can have a view about what's going on or what we'll expect to see in your blog or in your course using your blog. So that's one of the things that if I compare the platform that you have already in your university or in your school for delivering their course online, the blog gives you more freedom to interact with more students who are not even enrolled yet in your course, or past students who wants to keep in touch because they are strongly interested in the topic, or That's one of the things that I like the most. The other thing is you can link your blog to almost any site, any place you want without restriction, so the student can click in your blog and then they can go to another website, another teacher blog, or any video you want to post. So those are some reasons why I'm using blog beside the formal type of platform for courses. As I mentioned before, some of the advantage of using blogs, at least the one that I have been experimenting in the last 3 or 4 years that I have been using that, you can keep a track what's going on with your course. So every year you can update the course and you have an idea what worked, what failed, if you have to do any improvement or any modification, because you can get feedback from your student based on the post you'll post on the internet. Of course, you can share information with your student, like next week, remember, we will have a midterm, or we will have the final, or there will be no class. So there are many ways you can communicate using the blog with your student. There is another feature that I really think is an advantage. It's easy today. You can delete any post if the post was there is any mistake or any misconception. You can delete the post without worrying too much, because the blog will accept or will not reject any deletion you do. The other advantage of the blog is because it's based on HTML. You can read or have access to the blog with almost any device. You don't need to install any software. You can use any browser, from a cell phone, from a tablet, from the normal computer. Any computer will read the information that you have in your blog. Sometimes I noticed that with some course platform you need to install or to download a particular application to have access to the information for the course. But in the case of the blogs, any browser will show you the contents of the blog that you are publishing. So there is no, at least that happened with the Blogger platform that Google provides. So Android, OS or Windows, anything will read that one. You can get feedback from your student because there is a chat area where the student can type any message to you, and you can also keep track how many students, how many visitors do you have in your blog, and that's something interesting that we will see in the next slide. Okay, this is one of the blogs that I administer right now. This is about math for a student, and I just put some arrow in some of the area that I want to talk about a little bit more. The blog is about math for a student who are taking the GED, or they are planning to take the GED test. Okay, the blog showing you the day that the post was submitted to the blog. This is a YouTube video. I don't have to go and open my blog to post the video, because automatically if I see any video on the YouTube, I just click share with my blog and they will go right away to show my post. I can make even comment from Google side about the thing that I'm sharing in my blog. So that's something useful, and it's a quick way to publish things in the blog without worrying too much. There is some information about me on top of the blog, so the student want to check my profile or anything, they can go there. And here is the list of my last post in 2015, February, and so on. So this is one of the things that I mentioned before about the chronological order. You see the chronological order here. Once you enter in your blog editor, you are the only one who have access. The previous slide is the one that the student or everyone will see, but this one is only for the administrator like myself in this case that can have access to this one. And there is an overview of the blog where you have so many options here, and they can show you in a graphical way how many people were connecting and having access to your website, so you can have an idea how your posts are doing, which one are the one most visited. So that's a kind of quick feedback. Even if your student don't type or write to you back or tell you in the classroom, you can have an idea if they are really following you through your blog or not. And if they follow you, I mean, if there is any particular post that they are really following at all. Okay, this is the page that you have when you want to create a new post. What happened here, you have many options. The first one, of course, is the title of the post that you want to share with somebody else. You have to type the title that you want to give. There is so many options here for edition, like changing the letters, making bold, and I just put an arrow on the link because you can insert link in your blog, so you don't have to type everything. You just mention if there is any website or any particular place you want the student to go, just insert the link, and that will be enough. Once you are finishing editing this, that can be as a normal text using this option, or even you can introduce the HTML code already, and that's also another. If you want, you can copy a particular HTML fragment from some other place and paste here, and that will be the same thing. I know the most option that I use is to compose. I want to type like a text editor, and that will give me my text. So I have all this option here, the typical option that you can find in any text editor. And this is an option that is very interesting to know about preview. Before you publish your post, you can click on preview and have an idea if the the size of the text is too big, or is a color mismatch, or anything you don't like from the post, so you can modify, go back and re-edit the whole thing that you are doing here. And this section here is quite interesting. This is the one that I use a lot. You don't have to be in the computer after or before class posting in order to keep the chronological order that we mentioned at the beginning, because the thing you can do is you can modify the date and the time that the post is going to be published. In other words, if you are going in holiday, you will be away for a week or two, you can create 3, 4, 5 posts about the course, like a homework or anything you want to show to your student, and then you can set a different time or different day where the post will be published, so you can update your blog without really being physical behind the computer, typing and working with the post. Or something that I do frequently. I had a post that was very useful. I found the post that many of my students visited, and I want to repost without typing again or doing again everything. So I go here, and of course the post is a past post, and I change and put a future date or present date, so the post will be reposted again, and those students who didn't find it on the chronological order, or they want me to modify or to update the post, they can have that one ready for the next day or the time they want to see it. Then you finally publish, and then when you publish, it's already available over the internet. immediately will be available, and it's very useful if you put any assignment or any clarification, or if there is any particular topic you want a student to read or to comment about or to do. So this is the edition area for posting. Okay, this is another view of the administrator side, where you can see, like, this is a different post. This is not the same that we were talking about. This is something else that I also have, but I just want to show you how you can get more feedback. Notice that they give you a map from the people who are visiting your blog, and most of these people are they are not your student. I mean, I am pretty sure I don't have any student in Spain or in France. At least they didn't contact me or talk to me about the course that I'm delivering to them. But they have access, and I'm making more free information, available information to all of them. And of course, I have more from United States because I'm based here and I'm teaching here. That's why I have more view. This is I think it's 1 month view for the whole blog. So this is another interesting feedback that you can get from your student. Also, what browser they use for visiting your blog. This is also very interesting. Even the operating system they were using. Of course, Windows is more than 70%, followed by Mac, and then Android is the third one operating system that they are using for connecting to the blog. As a conclusion, I will say that to me, blog is another powerful tool for teaching, because this is another way that you, in flexible way, can keep in touch with your student, can communicate with them beside, I will say, the platform that most of the universities or schools already have for delivering courses. So this is something that I will recommend you to give a try, to visit, even to visit some other teacher blogs so you can get idea about how to do presentation or how to explain a particular topic. This is it for today. I hope you find my presentation useful for future teaching. Thank you for watching.